Venga, segunda parte de Bound by Flame. Bueno, del recorrido, quiero decir. Luego haré un comentario sobre las críticas que he visto de este juego, ¿vale? Y es que parece que a algunos críticos se les va la olla totalmente. Es decir, a mí jamás en la vida se me ocurriría comparar un BMW Serie 7 con un Seat Ibiza. Las razones de presupuesto son obvias. Eh, el tema, o sea, a lo que quiero hacer alusión es que están comparando juegos AAA con un juego que tendrá un presupuesto, no sé exactamente cuál es, pero ni de coña se acerca a los juegos AAA. Es decir, parece que aquí es todo blanco y negro. Pues no, hay juegos grises, ¿vale? Que no son tan buenos, ni tan encantadores, ni tan estupendos, ni tan bonitos, pero divierten. Y la crítica los vapulea, como este. O como el Nier que comenté en su día. Que tengo pendiente la guía, sí. Y no sé, a veces los críticos no sé a qué juegan. Pero bueno, continúo con el tema. Lo dicho, este juego no es espectacular ni mucho menos, pero por lo menos divierte. Cosa que algunos no puedo decir lo mismo. Al turrón. A ver, ahora tengo que hacerme otra vez con los controles porque he hecho un intermedio con el Dark Souls y ahora tengo un problema con ese tipo de cosas. Es decir, cuando me engresco con un juego, luego me cuesta cambiar el tema de controles. Hay gente que no, que puede alternar entre un juego y otro y no pasa nada. Pues yo no. Ahora tengo que volver a verlo todo otra vez. Bueno, eso es lo de menos. Polvo del mundo, corazón. Sangre corrupta. Suena bien. Juraría que aquí yo ya estuve. Sí, porque eso está muy limpio. Y los cofres están ya saltados. Aún así, me dejé cosillas por ahí. Bien. Hello, ¿qué pasa aquí? Aquí es donde empezaron. Y juraría que fue donde yo guardé. Oigo ruidos por ahí. Tratarse de 3 contra 1 nunca es una buena idea. Eh, Bien, uno menos. Había otro tío por ahí, ¿verdad? Sí. A ver si pilló el fantasma por sorpresa. ¡Ay, me ha visto! Tranquilidad, coleguilla. Ajá. Coño. ¡Uah! Eso molaba. Este tiene pinta de ser duro. Y esa barriga llena de cerveza. Estoy convencido de que como me meta un mantecao, me va a dejar listo. ¡Ya! Y no le hago apenas nada. Bueno, paciencia. Ep. Uy. Esta islita aquí en medio está bien. Está muy bien puesta. Bueno, de momento la cosa. Ni por hablar, colleja. Me ha recordado las que metía el Val Spencer ahí. ¡Zasca! ¡Ya! A ver qué regalito me ha dejado. Polvo del mundo oculto. Ah, venga, subir de nivel. ¿Y la siguiente? Sorpresa. Daño en dagas en 200%, coño. Bien. A ver, los rasgos. Este ya lo tengo. Descubridor. Emiten un sonido. Pues no sé si eso en el futuro será muy útil, pero de momento... No sé. Requisito, recibir daño 20 veces. 50 de 20. Sí, voy sobrado recibiendo daño. Vaya que sí. A ver, combate. Asesino. Hostia, un 2% y cuesta 2 puntos. Un poco caro, ¿eh? Hala, ya vamos a ver. Manía. Sanador. Eso siempre está bien. Trampero. Gasta menos componentes. Pues eso creo que también. De momento, sí. Va. Venga.
This position is lost. Retreat! Everyone fall back to the invoking room, and fast!
¿Dónde está la peña? ¿En serio? ¿Qué coño? ¿Esto es una broma o qué? Esto me parece a mí un poco injusto, ¿eh? A ver, una trampita por ahí. Follen. No han soltado nada, ¿verdad? No. Encima tacaños. Bueno, esto ya lo conocemos. No sé por qué sabía yo. Voy a avanzar un poco a ver si me aparece alguien por la espalda. ¡Yo! ¡Qué pedazo de combo! ¡Tasca! Este ataque de carga y todo. ¿Nada? Ah, sí, aquí está. O sea, esas cosillas tan simples me molan. A ver si hay alguien más por ahí antes de meterme en el meollo. Esto parece una trampa, ¿verdad? No puedo bajar. Vamos aquí al lío.
Concentrate.
Un
We
culo de
almost
pies.
have it.
Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that.
No, era un efecto de
This
sombra.
stupid ritual is taking too goddamn long.
No la mates a ella, tío.
Oh, shit. Here come the hobblers.
Ahora sí que es verdad que van cojos.
Are you going to be all right?
I'm fine. Worry about those dead walkers.
Are you hurt, Buffalo?
When I need a hero. For now, we just have to protect this drive.
Mira, tengo un bicho aquí,
I'll keep the populace busy.
Te cansarás ya.
Something is wrong. The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
It's a trap. No puedo verlo. Sobrevivir semejante oso.
Stay away from my daughter.
Hombre, el bicho este está bastante burlado. Da todo el asco que tiene que dar.
I shall not let thy weakness be our downfall.
Oh, guau. Extraño. Un extraño parte invadido. Ahora puedes utilizar los poderes. Menú táctico. Fuera de juego. Ah, y hay atajos y todo. Muy bien, muy bien. Left trigger Y. Arma en llamas. A ver. Como en esto me cago en la hora. Bueno, de todo. ¿Dónde está la B? Pion. Voy a darle a alguien por poder.
I'm burning.
Ha estado bien la cosa.
How did I do that? Captain, I think it's time we talked about a promotion.
We don't have time for this, Vulcan. We need to move out before the rest of them get here.
The passes are probably crawling with them already.
There's a passage to the other side of the mountain. It will lead us to the swamp.
The swamp? Oh, that sounds fun. Hey, did anybody see what I just did to that huge fucking monster? I mean, seriously. I fried that thing. I saved our asses, and you're all just, hey, what's for lunch?
I said shut it, Vulcan.
Qué ingrato de los cojones. Los jefes no están mal de diseño. Pero yo pues... Coño, diseño genérico y tal, pero... Los jefes están bien.
Thou hast fled.
What the?
Thou didst hold the power to face the necromancers, yet thou didst flee.
I had no choice.
No choice. Hast thou even thought of choosing? Thou art fled like a thief, and thou hast left me, the shadow of myself, trapped here in this prison.
I did not create this situation. I'm not even sure I understand what has happened.
The hour for questions is past. Thou must act. It is I who will suffer for thy cowardice. I who will pay for thine fault. I who will face extinction. And if I must die, if the flame is extinguished, our world will die as well.
I will not let the flame die. I am in a war against these necromancers, and at last I have the power to fight them.
What dost thou hope to accomplish in this ridiculous human shell? As it is now, it is useless to us. The flame is not a toy for mewling infants. It exists to reign. Its power must not be stolen from thee. We must reconquer the world heart as swiftly as we may.
Hey, Vulcan, enough of your daydreaming. Move your ass, huh?
Buffalo.
Un demonio bueno. ¿Mm?
Vulcan, you hear me? Pull your finger out.
Huh? Yeah, I hear you. My head feels like a bomb went off in it.
Well, shake it off. We're still not at the end of this stinking swamp, and I'm not gonna carry you all the way to the village.
Anyway, how come Hawk isn't the one with me here? He's the lead scout. I always go with him.
Hawk is covering the back of the line. So this time, I'm the one who goes with you. You'll get over it.
Este tío es tonto o sabe algo.
Why do I get the feeling I'm under surveillance?
You think nobody noticed your little stunt at the temple? Damn right we're watching you. Now shut your trap and keep an eye on our perimeter, while I keep an eye on you.
And while the captain has a nice chat about me with the red scribes.
It'll be a lot easier to talk to those two-faced snakes without you hanging around. Don't worry about it. He'll tell you what you need to know. And if he doesn't tell you, then I will.
Thanks, Sarge.
Let's get moving before everybody catches up.
You lot are about as discreet as a herd of hunchbacks.
I thought that elves were supposed to have superior eyesight. Do we look like stiffs to you, dickhead?
Not yet. But with an arrow sticking out of your throat, I'm certain that even a chatterbox like you could do a passable impression.
And you'd be the next one down.
Possibly. Perhaps I should aim for the largest target first.
Not if you want to keep both your balls.
What have we here? Buffalo in person. Well, that's a good sign.
What's going on here? Who's the scrag with the pointy ears?
Thanks for noticing. I try to keep them sharp. I am called Relmar, and I gather the red-faced fat belly with the filthy beard is none other than the famous Elric, leader of the Freeborn Blades.
They call me the Captain.
All the Freeborn Blades call you Captain Elric. I have no doubt that they do. As for me, I've never had much interest in titles or in military protocol. I judge people by their deeds.
Vale. Vamos a ser bueno con él.
And what are you doing down in the swamps, besides threatening honest mercenaries?
Looking for you. Well, I began by searching for the Red Scribes. Prince Arundel is wounded. We had to withdraw to Valvanor, where I learned that you were expected. I just wanted to make sure you found your way there.
This is not my first walk in the wilds, arsewipe. As you can see, I'm on the right path, and we've nearly reached our destination.
Captain, those creatures I told you about this morning are gathering nearby. They're probably getting ready to attack us.
Ah, well, those are called chrysalids. They wait until they have gathered enough numbers, and then they overwhelm you. And it would seem your little group is attracting a whole swarm to the village.
Well, we'll give them a welcome.
Actually, in spite of themselves, these creatures do an excellent job of keeping Dead Walker scouts away without raising any suspicions. If we allow them to gather here and then massacre them, I fear we'll be moving their territory a bit too close to Valvanor, which will lead to our being discovered sooner or later. I suggest we send 1 or 2 men back. This will keep them separated and occupied, while the rest make it to the village. I'm ready to volunteer, if you fear I might try and slip away. I know the area well.
Sounds like a plan to me. Vulcan, you're on it.
I want to go too. The animals and plants in this swamp are extraordinary. And the venom of these chrysalids seems very interesting. I'd love to get a chance to observe them more closely.
Sybil, that is out of the question. Have you lost your mind? It's too dangerous.
Lost Your Mind, traducido por ¿estás mal de la azotea? Sí, bueno. Un poco macarra, pero sí. Es interesante. Va, le voy a dar la oportunidad al elfo.
This is brave of you, little girl, and I'm sure you fight well. But on this little walkabout, you better let somebody who knows the area lead the way. Hey, Relmar, if you feel up to facing a few bug-eyed freaks, let's get going.
By all means. Don't forget, I'm the one with the pointy ears.
All right, we'll see you in the village. No dicking around, Vulcan.
No dicking around, Captain.
Bien. Me imagino que ahora tengo un nuevo compañero, ¿verdad? Piromancia, ¿verdad? Vamos a ver qué se cuesta por aquí. Una esfera de fuego, qué típico. Arma en llamas. Boca 3 llamas. De momento me voy a quedar con... Oleada de calor. Vale, y aparte esta puedo aprender otra más. Maestría ígnea. No sé si esta o esta. Bueno, pues continúo con el tema. Vale, se pueden vincular los... O sea, puedes poner un atajo a cualquier cosa que quieras. Pero bueno, el menú radial también me va bien, o sea que...
Behind us.
¡Coño! Voy a cerrar. He muerto. Cargar última partida. Bueno, venga, va. Bueno, en algún momento tenía que morir. Hipocresía. Probabilidad de esquivar de forma sobrenatural durante una réplica. Hostia. Eso puede ser interesante. Va, uno a cada. Esto está casi todo bloqueado. Va, la vida.
Relmar, you got a minute?
Yes?
I have a few questions I need to ask you.
Bueno, vamos a poner
Elves are
sillas.
pretty rare. I haven't had the chance to talk to many. Can you tell me more about your people?
We are born in the trees, eat only seeds, and we spend all...
Get the feeling you're fucking with me.
Perish the thought. Well, it's just that we aren't that different from you humans, despite what one hears. Our civilization is obviously a bit older, so we have had the time to learn from our mistakes. We don't really live in the same rhythm as you do. We move a little slower, and most of us are prone to having at least some respect for the past. This is the reason why we never destroy anything, that we prefer to build on top of things.
I've heard that you are immortal.
That joke has lived for 15 generations. I will never get tired of it. No, we're not immortal. We live long lives, though. Much longer than you. We are resistant to poisons, rotten food, and toxic body odor, apparently. Unfortunately, these things do not make us immortal.
Don't elves ever make war?
That's an impression we like to give other people. The fact is, we do go to war, just never against each other. You must understand that, given our long lifetimes, battles are fairly futile. This may well be what has motivated the choices of our king concerning the Ice Lords. But we certainly know how to fight, and you'll see proof of that soon enough.
So it's the prince who gives the...
The word orders may not be the best one. Our kings are a reference, wise men who can point out the way. They tend to guide us rather than give us. But to answer your question, it is his father, the king, who is the leader of our people.
You seem different from the other elves I've met.
Really? I seem different. And if you really want to know, I actually come from one of the most ancient and noble houses that exists. But I can assure you that I am sufficiently far down the line of succession to be in no danger of being crowned. And my reputation is no help either.
As far as bad reputations go,
Let's just say that I got into enough trouble to eventually be considered a traitor to my people. When I got involved in the war, he thought that this war, like so many others, would not last. That the conquests won by the Ice Lords would melt away, but I thought differently. Right from the start of hostilities, I began to requisition certain resources I felt necessary for those doing the fight. When my people discovered what I'd done, I was declared an outlaw, and many saw me as a thief, which, in a manner of...
What a bunch of cowards. If they had listened to you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
I've been telling myself that for years. But I do understand their point of view. They have had some time to prepare their forces and to learn the strengths and weaknesses of the Dead Walker army. This knowledge might allow us to turn the tide of the war, even if it does seem...
Do you know these swamps?
I've been in this area long enough to have explored a fair amount of it, actually. The region is rather inhospitable, which I suppose is a good thing under the present set.
A good thing? You're out of your mind.
These swamps are a labyrinth. The Dead Walker scouts will never be autonomous.
That means we should be fairly safe for the moment. At least until a general or an Ice Lord comes.
Except that recently, there has been a change in these swamplands.
What do you mean?
Something is affecting the swamplands, corrupting the vegetation and the animals. But anything that grows or lives here could become a threat. So...
Let's change the subject.
Vale.
Let's move
Terminamos la
on.
conversación.
Behind us!
Que yo quería utilizar, coño. Ya me he liado aquí con los cursores. Hostia, que hay más. Ay, a ver, repetimos. No. Habíamos dicho que esta. Y esta. Vale, pues ahora voy a guardar antes de que... Y luego cuando termine con esto repetiré la conversación con él.
Behind us!
Somos dos, coño. Costa, cadáver ya, coño. ¿Ha muerto, tío? Juraría que no tengo ninguna, pero bueno. Otra vez he subido de nivel. Más cosillas por ahí. Bueno, pues lo voy a dejar aquí. Voy a volver a tener otra vez la conversación para que no la tengáis que volver a leer. Y luego continúo. Así que, hasta luego.